Who would win in a fight? Black Adam, DCEU, or Shazam, DCEU? No matter who you are a fan of, please subscribe to support me. Thank you. Love you all very much. Black Adam and Shazam possess comparable magical powers, both derived from gods. However, Black Adam is generally considered stronger due to his extensive combat experience, ruthlessness, lack of traditional superhero ethics, and ability to share his power with allies, which creates an overwhelming strategic advantage compared to the more naive and morally principled Shazam, Billy Batson, who can only win through cunning or with assistance. Black Adam wields the powers of 6 Egyptian gods: Shu's stamina, Heru's strength, Amon's power, Zehuti's wisdom, Anpu's speed, and Mayhen's courage. This convergence creates a nearly unconquerable entity with superior strength, extraordinary speed, immense durability, flight capabilities, and the ability to unleash energy at an extremely high level. On the battlefield, Black Adam always demonstrates an overwhelming presence, making every opponent wary. Names with enough potential to challenge and even gain an advantage over him include Superman, Darkseid, or Shazam, who shares a similar power source. However, the outcome of each encounter is never fixed, but depends heavily on the combat context, the state of their power, and their ability to utilize that power at the moment of engagement. Names with enough potential to challenge and even gain an advantage over him include Superman, Darkseid, or Shazam, who shares a similar power source. However, the outcome of each encounter is never fixed, but depends heavily on the combat context, the state of their power, and their ability to utilize that power at the moment of engagement. Black Adam is currently facing a decline as his world-shattering magical powers are gradually eroded by a form of necrosis stemming from a rare, incurable disease. Nevertheless, his power remains undeniable. Throughout their history of confrontations, many have been considered superior in raw potential, but Black Adam has always proven that true power isn't just about numbers or titles. His punches have been described as having destructive power, far exceeding an asteroid, capable of wiping out an entire civilization. He once defeated Atom Smasher in a direct test of strength, then controlled his opponent with just one arm. Black Adam also simultaneously defeated Green Lantern, Hawkman, Power Girl, and many other warriors in a chaotic battle. He even single-handedly subdued the entire Teen Titans team with absolute dominance. Black Adam is a symbol of ultimate power, on par with Shazam, and at many times, even surpassing Marvel's Captain Marvel. In confrontations with Power Girl, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Stargirl, Plastic Man, Jay Garrick, and many other Green Lanterns, Black Adam always demonstrates the mettle of an ancient, unyielding force. Even with a weakened body, his warrior spirit still burns brightly. He fights with unwavering resolve, extensive battle experience, and a deep understanding of magical power. Black Adam possesses power at a level that blurs the line between myth and reality. He can charge straight through Spectre like an unstoppable force of power. Black Adam has been proven to have power on par with Superman. In fact, during direct confrontations, Superman doesn't hold back because he knows he can withstand the full force of his opponent. Superman himself once admitted that Black Adam's blows are even heavier than Captain Marvel's, which is Shazam. While the outcome sometimes favored Superman, Black Adam still demonstrated a status equivalent to a Superman in his most stable state. He can survive harsh acid rain and destroy a shield designed to withstand direct asteroid impacts, the kind that caused ancient extinctions. Beyond possessing power similar to Shazam, Black Adam also has the mindset of an adult with cold, ruthless combat instincts, making every appearance deeply threatening. Black Adam always appears as a symbol of ancient power, transcending conventional norms. His strength comes not just from magic, but also from combat experience, spanning many eras. Each time he faces an opponent, Black Adam displays absolute coldness, calculation, and decisiveness. He doesn't hesitate to strike, and always chooses a swift end to control the situation. It is this mature mindset, combined with sharp warrior instincts, that makes Black Adam far more dangerous than those who rely solely on raw power. In life or death moments, he is willing to accept losses to achieve his ultimate goal. Shazam's story begins with a normal teenager who is unexpectedly granted the powers of ancient gods and famous mythological figures by a wizard. Initially, the name Shazam was linked to a powerful transformation, but over time, he had to change his name to Captain after realizing that simply saying the magic word always caused an uncontrollable transformation. Billy was later granted the living lightning by the wizard Memoragan, a source of power crystallized from the most essential elements of ancient strength through carefully arranged magical pacts. This energy is only activated when he utters the magic word Shazam, with each letter representing Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury. Alongside his physical powers, Billy is also recognized as the champion of magic, bearing the heavy responsibility of protecting the balance between light and shadow. Shazam isn't just about strength, but also about the contrast between his youthful spirit and the immense responsibility placed on his shoulders. When transformed, Billy takes on the appearance of an adult hero with superior intellect, strength, and speed, but inside, he still has a young heart learning to face difficult choices. This transformation creates moments that are both heroic and deeply emotional. Shazam doesn't fight just to show off his power, but to truly understand the value of faith and sacrifice. Thanks to Hercules' blessing, Billy is granted superhuman strength, reaching the stature of a true demigod. This power allows him to stand alongside Wonder Woman, Superman, and Black Adam in the fiercest confrontations. At one point, Billy even stopped the moon's accelerated rotation when the celestial body was affected by a spatial displacement engine. With Atlas's blessing, Shazam can endure in his powered state without needing food, water, or any other sustenance. He once took a full-powered punch from an enraged Superman without significant damage, and even faced Superboy Prime head-on while maintaining stable combat ability. Zeus's power energizes the mystical lightning, comprehensively enhancing Shazam's abilities. This allows him to control the living lightning, which is his own transformed self, while also casting spells and performing many other superior feats with high precision and power. Each transformation means Shazam not only faces external challenges, but also confronts his internal fears and hesitations. Fierce battles force him to learn how to control his emotions, choose the right moment to strike, and protect the innocent. His growth happens quietly through each correct decision and every time he gets back up after a mistake. Because of this, Shazam builds a lasting reputation among heroes and becomes a reliable pillar of support during the world's darkest hours. Shazam possesses the ability to generate and master the living lightning, a source of magical energy. This lightning isn't just a transformation tool, but also becomes a versatile weapon, as Shazam can unleash it directly from his fingertips or direct its trajectory to strike targets at will. Through a complex connection to the Dark Realm, Billy can disrupt the magical order on a large scale. The Rock of Eternity, located at the center of DC's positive multiverse, is also influenced by Shazam's power, as he is strong enough to move and change the location of this entity within multi-dimensional space. In one encounter, Shazam blocked and then shattered Yuga Khan's sword before defeating the opponent with a single blow. Yuga Khan is Darkseid's father and predecessor, a primordial evil god representing the concept of suffering. His power once turned Darkseid to stone, demonstrating a terrifying level far beyond the norm. This victory highlights Shazam's status as a pillar of power, capable of confronting ancient symbols of destruction. Behind that immense power lies clear-headedness, discipline, and responsibility. Billy understands that every bolt of lightning unleashed carries consequences. He carefully chooses when to act, weighing the line between protection and punishment. Shazam and Black Adam are often seen as two equally powerful forces, and Shazam definitely has the potential to win if the right combat conditions are met. Some, like White Phoenix 881010, even believe Aquaman could be superior to Black Adam. Based on what's been shown on screen, Black Adam was established from his very first appearance, with power levels approaching Superman, creating a clear sense of overwhelming dominance. In contrast, Shazam has never displayed the same level of raw, brutal power as Black Adam. This makes Black Adam stand out not just for his strength, but also for his intensity and ruthlessness in action. However, when it comes to practical combat experience, Black Adam is at a disadvantage because he slept for 5,000 years and didn't engage in continuous conflicts like Shazam. Black Adam has had multiple layers of magic placed upon him by various sorcerers, whereas Shazam is directly influenced by a single sorcerer. This factor leads to the theory that Black Adam possesses a more diverse and unpredictable power base. Nevertheless, Shazam has an advantage in his adaptability, modern way of thinking, and experience gained from various confrontations. In many confrontations, Black Adam is often seen as the dominant force against Shazam, which stems from how he displays his power directly and effectively. Black Adam possesses superior speed, his strength is evident from the very first moments, and he can harness his abilities quickly and with high precision. Notably, magic can affect and harm both parties, so when both rely on magical power, Black Adam tends to weaken Shazam faster. Black Adam once asserted to Amanda Waller that no one on this planet could stop him, and the immediate response pointed to Wonder Woman, along with the option of summoning Superman from off-planet. However, if Black Adam enters a fight with arrogance and overconfidence, he could become a dangerous target for Diana because her magic-infused sword is capable of finishing him off. Even so, Black Adam still achieves more victories than defeats. Both Shazam and Teth possess similar sets of powers, but the core difference lies in the origin of the gods who granted them strength. Shazam receives his powers from the Olympian gods, while Black Adam was granted his strength by the Egyptian gods, two entirely different systems that cannot be equated. Black Adam is not entirely outmatched by Shazam. In some aspects, he even demonstrates a formidable superiority. Black Adam's most significant advantage when compared to Superman is his mastery of magic, whereas Superman is susceptible to this type of power. This very factor gives Black Adam a clear edge in direct confrontations. However, if Superman were also granted Shazam's powers, the situation would change completely. In that scenario, Superman would not only maintain his already peak physical foundation, but also have his strength, speed, stamina, and durability comprehensively amplified. This synergy would make every move Black Adam throws less effective. The impact of magic on Superman would be drastically reduced to the point where it would be almost incapable of causing real danger. In that state, Superman would demonstrate absolute dominance. He could face every attack without needing complex evasions or defenses. This new power would allow Superman to control the pace of the fight, dictate the battle, and force Black Adam into a passive state. More importantly, Superman's combat mindset would remain calm and highly disciplined. Unaffected by emotion or arrogance, he would choose to end the fight quickly and precisely. Against such a Superman, Black Adam would have almost no effective counter options. His magical advantage, once his greatest asset, would also be insufficient to make a difference. Black Adam encountered Captain Marvel, Shazam, very early in his career, so Black Adam has more experience and can use that against the hero. Shazam is a good guy, and good guys often win by default because they are good, but Black Adam tore Shazam's family apart with his bare hands. Regarding strength and speed, both are evenly matched. However, Black Adam has more experience in using his powers. It's quite difficult to determine a winner, but I think Black Adam would win. So guys, that's it for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Love you much.